Tabletop News with 5-time Emmy Award-winning Jay Beckerleg. James Holleran, useless information. Dan Dearly on research. It's your reporter in the field, Sam Norton. This is Tabletop Tuesday, bringing you your wargaming news.
Hello wargamers, welcome to Tabletop Tuesday. I'm Jay.
I'm Sam. I'm James.
And I'm Dan.
Right, just to start off with, the reason that Dan is sat there is because he has allergy.
Yeah, I'm not very well. And because he gave it to me, he gets to sit next to me.
Yeah, so he's in allergy mode and I don't want to catch it, so yeah, I mean I would like to sit there. Nah, that's
Really?
It's quite a few things to talk about today. There's a few things here from X-Wing. We have the 2-player Dropzone command set.
Yes! I'm looking forward to that thing.
Iron Kingdom's box set.
Yes!
A little bit more energy, guys. Come on.
Woo! Yeah!
We have our Kickstarter, which I want to talk about, and there is the up-and-coming Games Day.
Yeah.
Should be good.
It's going
to be good. It's gonna be
I know you're not going. He's not going because he didn't want to go.
You'll see me there.
Yeah.
We're taking Sam's out. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to go.
Why don't you want to go games then?
Can't be bothered.
I have my reasons.
Can't be bothered.
Dude, I don't even play Games Workshop games. I'm all for it. I'll arrive and be like, you're rolling how many dice?
It's going to be good. I can't wait to see the Golden Demon entries personally. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be
they're
amazing.
always good. So.
Yeah. Let's start off with the thing that you like the most. Let's go with Iron Kingdom, shall we?
Yeah, let's.
So what can you tell us about this? Because you had a quick flick through the book.
I've had a quick flick through the book. So if you guys aren't familiar, the Iron Kingdoms game is a role-playing game based in the same world as War Machine and Hordes.
Think D&D, but War Machine.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems like quite a cool idea.
Yeah, it's wicked. It was really successful. I got off to a good start, and
Because this is the second.
this is the second book in their series, and they basically go into a lot more detail than the fluff, which I'm a bit of a fluff bunny, so that's gonna appease my appetite for that.
How much of the book is fluff, do you know?
Almost the whole thing.
No, that's not cool.
No,
That's not
well,
cool.
it's fluff the entire way through, but basically giving stout reasons for the different characters and equipment that they've introduced, because there's a lot of different equipment for the 4 main factions.
For me, it's a case of I like my rule books to be a rule book, maybe a bit of fluff. It's always nice to spice it up. If I want a story, I'll buy a book.
It's more of a very large expansion than a rule book. The original one is a rule book, and that
Yeah.
contains all the rules and has a hefty fiction-based section right at the beginning, whereas this is fiction the whole way through amongst the rules. So it's a different book, and I've seen a lot of other things which kind of goes fiction rules, but... Sorry, James.
That's alright.
No, carry on.
You're doing lots of...
Obviously, you're ready to burst here. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
With the fluff, with all the fluff in it,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a D&D player,
Yeah.
like I play D&D,
Or just a role player, yeah.
or a role player, either way, if you're the DM, like the guy who's running the game, you're going to want a lot of storyline and a lot of like backlog to actually run the campaign and have like. So you go to this city, you need to know the background of the city, you want to know what's in the city, and that's probably that'll give you everything to know.
Yeah, but for me, like, I'm different in the sense that whenever I've written a game for D&D, because I have written a few of my own games, that's just it. I write my own. I write my own story. That's half the fun of being a dungeon master or a games master in the case of this one. But
yeah, for sure.
Because people can't then go buy this book and then know where you're going, what the story's going to be, because. Well, they don't know because you've written it yourself.
For sure, I think this offers the ability for all players to be on the same page in the sense of like, so sweet, we're going to have our sitting within Kador, and then you can have particular provinces within Kador, because it's a set setting, whereas I've experienced other role-playing games which are a little bit more fluid, and you can pick and make up your particular settings, and that is
you actually get like books on how to build it and stuff.
For example, the 40k role-playing games, which you can set it anywhere in the 40k universe, which gives you huge scope to...
It's a big universe.
to make up anything you like, because there could be some nestled away planet far in the outer...
I think we should potentially do that, for TTCombats a little bit.
Do you think so?
Yeah, that sounds quite good actually.
I think it'd be cool. Hilarious. It would be good.
I'll be a Slaneshi demon or something like that, maybe.
That's not allowed.
No?
No.
That's a shame.
No. If you are, I will gene stealing you.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I'll tear every limb off. That's just wrong.
I'll be a Rattlin sniper, just a little scout.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the Iron Kingdoms, the expansion for that, so that's pretty cool. Next up, we can talk Star Wars. When am I actually going to teach you to play this? When's that going to happen? I want a date.
Date with me. Well, we'll write it in the butt diary at some point, and yeah, we can roll some dice on it. It looks really cool.
It does. The game is so cool. I don't actually know if these are new, but these came in today into the warehouse, and we've got the B-Wing. Not a huge fan of B-Wing personally. It's not one of my favourite ships.
You only see
like the Imperial shuttle.
The shuttle looks amazing.
I was going to save that for last, but no, I'm going to have to do it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
So
shuttle.
cool.
I can't imagine how effective that's going to be in terms of combat.
No, it just has to sit there and look cool.
I mean, I need to open up and have a look at the stats, but I imagine it's not particularly agile.
Maybe like a little flap opens up, and then the Emperor looks at.
I really
like
hope-
shooting lightning around.
I like the
I'm pretty sure, yeah, those wings open.
Yeah. If that doesn't open, then I'll be very upset.
Yeah,
It would also make a very nice scenic piece of just making the
There's all
moon
kind of
of
water
the
just in the
moon
top,
of
so I
Endor.
can hear it. Yeah, I imagine that thing isn't particularly agile, but probably has a lot of guns and stuff, or can take a lot of pounding.
Well, it's got 2 guns.
Yeah, on either side. We also have the TIE bomber here. Again, I can't imagine how effective that's going to be. See, the game's a fighter game. You're meant to like have squadrons of fighters, and
Sure.
I'm not sure how bombers going to work on it. I mean,
is
obviously
there
you
any-
get Y-wings on the other side. Maybe they're just really hard hitters, but again, not very.
We'll crack them open.
Are there any like Imperial cruisers yet for this, or is it all just small stuff?
No. The biggest ships you can get, they're not actually released yet. The biggest ones you can get is the Carillion Corvette. That thing's like this. So I doubt very much they're actually going to have Star Destroyers and Imperial
Yeah,
cruisers.
I was going to say, well,
that's,
maybe
that's big. I mean, the Star Destroyer is going to be
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Do you
just,
think they're really? Are they going to do that?
they've already made the Carillion Corvettes. I don't think they'll go as far as that.
That's about the limit they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, I did write an article saying like, where does it stop?
Maybe
They're
some
willing to
of
go
the
that
Sith
big.
interceptors and stuff like that, because they're fairly compact. They're probably
Yeah.
about the same size as the
I was going
Corvette.
to say because the Corvette's probably quite a small,
Yeah,
well,
it's
not small,
Corvette's
quite a
not small.
quite a slow moving ship. From the look
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
meant for. It's not actually meant as a combat thing. Again, it's not released yet, but I mean, it's meant to be a bit of a cinematic play. So it's a case of protect the Carillion Corvette as opposed
Whereas
to flying
the,
around destroying stuff.
Get the TIE bomber in and fly over and just.
Yeah. No, I was going. The blurbs on the back give some degree of a hint as to what's going to happen with them.
Yeah,
For example.
it'd be cool if they went big. I said to a friend that's really big into Star Wars. It's quite easy to find people that are into Star Wars
Yeah.
and tabletop. It's kind of
It's
a bit of a link there.
Really?
Yeah, I always say
No! People who play tabletop games are nerds!
No, that's crazy. Yeah, I was just saying to him, I wish they made this game, or just make another game where it's this, but bigger ships, but smaller. Does that make sense? So like,
right, I'm with you. Okay.
the same kind of game and the same kind of rules. but
Firestorm kind of thing, but with Star Wars.
Star Destroyers and
Star
Mon
Destroyers.
Calamari cruisers.
Yes!
That could be
You,
cool.
you had me at Star Destroyer.
That's
Good.
it. It's
Death Star.
That's obscene. That's
Yeah.
Even
way too big.
even at that scale, it's still
It's
too
still
big.
going to be massive.
You did see the Super Star Destroyer crash into the Death Star, and the Super Star Destroyer was like that big, right?
Well, we have got as well those playmats, haven't we?
What, the Gale Force
the one that
9
actually,
ones?
yeah, the Gale Force 9 ones that actually look like when you open it up, it actually kind of looks like.
That's
the-
what
the
it's
Death-
supposed to be.
That's exactly what it's meant to be.
Well, there we go then. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
This
There's,
guy, design genius. I don't know why Gale Force 9 haven't hired him. Like,
Fantastic.
there's your
we've lost
useless,
James, Gale Force 9 are now going to take it from us.
there's your useless information for the day.
Okay, so let's talk quickly about Games Day.
Games Day, yeah, that should be good
So,
fun.
by the way, Dan, James isn't going.
Yeah,
I just
that's,
sit this one out.
Well,
Do you know what?
Disappointment to us all.
Do you know what? Doesn't want to go. Ticket paid for, people. Ticket's already paid for. Offered to this guy. To start off with, I told him, you're coming to Games Day. Looked like I'd shot his dog. That
Yeah.
was his face. It was, what? What?
Why would you do that?
Why-
Why would
why-
you let me go
why?
to such an awesome event?
Yeah.
It's that whole people thing that he has problems with, isn't
I don't
it?
know,
It's
it's
like
just-
more than 7 people in one room. That's a bit uncomfortable.
It's going to be a lot more than 7 people. It's going to be pretty packed. I mean, I'm claustrophobic and I don't care. Yeah, they've limited.
They've limited it this year.
4,000.
So we got an early and got our tickets sorted.
We're taking lots of moolah for 4-year-old, so
Moolah.
gonna get lots of moolah.
I'm going to probably buy quite a bit.
I'm gonna go straight to Bugman's Brewery, sit down, and enjoy the rest of the day there.
You're our reporter on the field,
Yes,
so you
so
have to
I'm
be
going to be-
out reporting in the field.
Okay.
You are banned from alcohol. I'm drinking.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, I'm driving.
So that means I get to drink it. You
Dan
don't.
goes to Bugman. Grand.
That's not fair.
I like this.
Next year, we're hoping, or at least I'm hoping. Are you going to enter as well?
Possible.
I'm hoping to enter Golden Demon next year, so that's going
Ooh.
to be my personal goal for next year.
I
This is
don't
the first
think,
game
I don't think
I've
you're
ever
allowed
been
to put War Machine models in Golden Demon, otherwise
No.
they'd be straight there. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think they'll allow
Mate,
that.
yeah, I suppose you could do 50%. Is it 50%? It's got to be 50% Games Workshop, so you could do like half Kador, half.
I could get like, well, no.
Just no. It's
Just
not,
no.
it's not going to
So
happen.
then I'd have to buy one of their products, and I prefer to eat for a week. So.
Right, okay, so now it's time for the Dropzone Commander 2-player box set.
Oh, yes.
So let's. Boom. I need a knife. Screwdriver. I don't know why there's a screwdriver on set, but we have a screwdriver on set.
I'll try and use my nails.
So
Oh, you've got it.
I got it. It's all under control from my mini screwdriver. So you've been waiting for this actually, because you wanted to know if the tokens were card or plastic.
Yeah, I've been looking at it all week going, oh my god, this looks amazing, this looks
Pretty
amazing. Come on.
I can't see.
That's fine.
There we go.
Right, so this is awesome. I think I probably should have given it a proper introductory first. Dropzone Commander is a 15mm, is it 15?
I think 50.
Yeah.
It's very small.
It's
Very tiny.
It's a very small
Tiny.
scale tabletop game where two players, they battle each other in an urban, it doesn't have to be an urban setting, but generally speaking it's an urban setting. You've got to kind of think Black Hawk Down on the tabletop.
Another
So
game where people battle each other?
most of the games, no one starts with anything on the battlefield. It
Yeah.
literally all comes in through dropships.
Hence the name.
There are five-ish factions. I say 5-ish because there's one coming out which looks awesome.
Oh,
Awesomes?
Awesome.
Looks awesome. You've got PHR, which are the
Post-Human
futuristic,
Republic.
futuristic
Yeah.
humans that kind of
Humans.
broke away. You got the UCM, is
Yeah,
it?
UCM.
UCM.
Colonies of Mankind.
Which is one of the ones you get in here. You get Scourge, which are the alien dudes that take over your
Invaded
mind.
Earth.
Yeah, they invaded Earth. And there's also the Shaltari, which are kind of like another tribal alien.
They look
Yeah,
cool.
they-
Sorry,
tribes.
And is it Scourge and
Scourge and UCR. UCM.
You see it.
UCM. UCR. UC. We just call it UC. I can get those two letters right. So anyway, yeah. And before you had all your resin sets, but now they've released a 2-player starter set. I say released, it's out the 28th of this month.
And they give you bubble wrap.
So yeah, we have bases.
Oh my god. Like,
They're the nicest bases you've ever seen, right?
That's fantastic.
So smooth.
So smooth. Okay, so we have the Scourge. Now for me, I was a little bit like, nah, for the Scourge.
I don't like the
Scourge are alright.
I like the other ones, it's just the Scourge. I just
UCM
are.
they're the balls for me. The UCM are
UCM
just
sweet.
they're just awesome. The thing I don't like about these is the fact that there's your tank. So it looks like you get a tank, 2 of the skimmers, and an actual dropship on each sprue, as well as all your troops, which is pretty cool.
See,
Um,
I like those guys just because they remind, like I said, they remind me of the, I think it's the Scrim from Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun.
It feels really good for quality
Or
plastic.
Tiberian Wars.
details?
That is very good.
The
Very,
details.
very good plastic.
The detail's
actually.
great. I can't believe how much detail they've got into a plastic set. But yeah, the Scourge kind of like take their tanks and they slot them into the dropships, which is kind of my problem with them. They're a bit.
Made in Great Britain. Represent.
Yes. So yeah, that's your Scourge. I really like how they've got a bit of everything on the sprues. So like that's one of each, and then you've got that one's one of each. I think that's really cool. It's really simple but really cool.
Oh, I do like with the Kodiaks, I think. Or bears. I think it's the bear. Because the actual the resin one comes in 2 parts.
Yeah, that one comes in once.
This
You
is
don't
just
have
a
to see.
single thing without a seam down the
Yeah.
centre. That's really cool. I like that.
So look at all these.
Yeah, so I mean these are awesome. I mean they've also gone ahead and given. I really should know the name of this
It
dropship
is quite
because it's one of my favourites.
This one.
But It's not Albatross. Albatross is the big one.
Albatross is the big one.
The dropship in this.
I would call it a Pelican, but I know that's not right.
We'll go with Pelican. That's cool.
Because I'm just thinking Halo.
If we were going to name it.
If we were going to name it, it'd be Pelican. But it has a cockpit now, which is really cool. They've got
Actually see the pilot.
like clear inserts. You got the actual canopies there, which are really cool.
Actual pilot.
Yeah, it's cool.
So yeah, we've got the bases. It's really good stuff here. And this RRP is at £60, people. So this is a bargain.
Yeah, and this is that's what shocks me as well.
Yeah, this. You buy most two-player starter sets. Most games have a copy of the rules, obviously, so you can play.
Yeah, but normally the quick start rules, little A5.
In this one, you actually get the whole rulebook. There's nothing different to it. This is 1.1. This is the same rulebook you would buy if you were to go and buy it from a shop on its own. As well as that, you also get the terrain pieces here.
Scenery, isn't it? Yeah.
Scenery, you get the
it's a portion
base,
of like what you get in the box, isn't it?
You also get quick start cards as well, I think. The big quick start sheet card rules.
So these are like super easy to put together.
Yeah. I thought they were like hats that you could all wear while you're playing.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool.
You just
Drop
this
zone
box
commander.
there because
Hang on, there's more stuff inside.
I know, yeah, but it's only the scenery. It's just the scenery there.
No, you got.
What do you mean just the scenery? You literally have everything you need to play. Everything.
There we go. Yeah.
Which is even a Hawk War Games tape measure. They've actually got their own.
See, that's cool. Instead of a measuring stick, you actually get a tape measure.
They've gone all out with this box set.
There we go. Yeah. That's what I said about the
I wasn't expecting one of them.
Like most two-player starter sets will give you 2 armies and a rule book of sorts. These guys have gone ahead and they've given you everything you need. Everything. There is no exception here.
I love how we've got all of these models and he's fascinated about the motions.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh my god!
No way! I think the templates are going to be in the.
Yeah, the templates.
Yeah, they're in that. They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be valuable.
Oh,
So yeah.
can't complain.
Like I can't praise them highly enough for this set.
Yeah, it's a nice set.
Perhaps
Really good.
it should have been out to start with. Perhaps, but I mean, they've taken the time to develop it. I guess.
Things with these now, it kills the existing ones.
Yeah.
Does it kill them? In that, it probably does for UCM and Scourge.
Oh, PHR and Shaltari are fine.
Yeah.
But
Luckily for them,
the other two.
PHR and Shaltari are one of the more favourite in terms of the armies.
Which is perhaps why they've gone for this. Although the whole story.
My favourite's still
concept
UCM.
as well.
Yeah, because that's how they were all planet Earth attacked.
But
that's your introduction to the storyline of Dropzone Commander. It's really cool stuff. Really chuffed with it. We've got a copy here now, obviously. We've just opened it in front of you.
And you'll be teaching you how to play.
I will be teaching. I don't know if I'm not to teach him. Do you reckon you could teach him?
I could try to.
Maybe we could both. If we join effort.
If we just collect lots of people to try and teach
Coaching.
Yeah.
It's got one of those
It's
scenes
the
where you've got all
same
those scientists.
for, like, a couple of
scientists
weeks.
doing like little things.
Maybe he might be able to do it.
Slowly.
Okay, so yeah, that's your Dropzone Commander 2-player starter set. That RRP's
really
at £60, and that will be available on the 28th of September. So I know there's gonna be a lot of people waiting for that.
Yeah.
There's got to be
The fact that I like so much is that you get a kind of visual board to play with straight away. I remember when I first started playing games, you frequently just had like a kitchen table.
And you might have a Kellogg's box or something to block line of sight.
Yeah.
But these guys, the only thing you haven't got is the table, but then you have the mats.
You have a mat
in
just
there.
put it out on the floor.
Which you can set up in a number of different ways because they're tiles and they're double-sided tiles. It's great.
It's very good.
Review-wise, it's got like a 9 out of 10 for me. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
the game itself is amazing. What's the newest race called? The Resistance? Human
It's
Resistance?
the human resistance, yeah, so it's all the guys left on that.
And they're all like Mad Max style, post-apocalyptic vehicles.
That's cool.
It's so cool.
Well, for this, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 just because of the value. The value, personally for me.
How can you race it after you've not even played it?
No, just for like the value for it. Not for game value. Obviously, I need to learn.
You can't give it a 10 out of 10.
Looking at what you get, that's the rating.
Oh, so you're rating it
is
out
what you get. What you get. The
yeah,
content. Yeah, the contents of what you get.
So what do you rate
really
Tin of
good.
Roses?
Tin of Roses.
The contents, yeah.
Well, I'm not really a big fan of roses, but.
Or are you more in miniatures?
Well, yeah.
How is this done so rapidly?
It's Christmas around the corner, people.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Great.
Christmas is not near.
Great present.
Actually, yeah. It would be.
Right, okay, so anyway, it's time again for that wargamer no one wants to play against. This week, it's going to be the Defeatist.
Yeah.
We all know one, right?
Yeah.
You can't mention any names, but like, can you
No,
give me an
no.
example of what he's like?
I don't know anyone who's like this. I think everyone I play is very positive.
Very positive.
Very positive.
Such a liar.
I don't know. I have to admit, I'm
so
sometimes.
much
I do sometimes go. I don't want to play anymore.
Like, I've seen quite a few times where you've
Rage
quit.
quit.
Yeah, you've
Rage
rage quit.
Mm.
We need to do that
Rage quit,
wargamer
yeah.
actually. Wargamer no one wants to play against the rage quit. We haven't done that
Well,
yet.
the Defeatist and the
You are the
quitter.
rage quit guy actually. You're the guy that quits every time.
Yeah, every time.
When I'm doing the videos and I'm trying to be the wargamer no one wants to play against.
Fair point
Yeah.
in that, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the wargamer no one wants to play against the Defeatist. I don't
Right,
know
so-
why I'm bothering like
Scouts here, so
Space Marines.
just standard. One of them's a commander.
What? You pay to have one as a commander?
Yeah, pay for one commander.
That's +1 leadership, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I may as well just pack away now, wouldn't I?
Sure, whatever.
Whoa, that's a chapter master.
Yeah, that is a chapter master.
You pay to have a chapter master.
Yeah, I had a chapter master.
Right, so like you've gone and just kind of put all your points into one character. I may as well just pack away my biotype now, wouldn't I? This is stupid. There's no point in me even playing.
How so?
But there's just no point. There's no point in me playing.
Alright. Right, so the scouts are going to charge in.
What? The scout? How many attacks do they have in the charge?
An additional one, so it's 10 in total.
They got 2 attacks in the top.
Yeah, doesn't
What?
do anything, so.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, I got lucky this time. Next time you don't need to take stuff that's quite so powerful. I mean, this is meant to be fun.
Powerful, yeah, okay, cool. So now it's the only thing I've got left alive, which is the chapter master against your doodah. Yeah, that's good. And he's dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, come on. I said to you at the beginning of the game that the chapter master was too much, did I not? And now you've come in and you've gone and killed it outright.
Why are you complaining? Your Bio-Titan has destroyed everything else here. I even brought in a Crimson Hunter from the Elders to try and deal with this, and to surprise you. And he
Yeah.
killed that too!
Yeah.
Everything here is dead! And you're complaining about things being
I'm
overpowered.
not sure the Crimson Hunter could have actually come in though.
Heraldry. Really? Just...
The bio time got lucky, man. Okay, yeah, so that's the wargamer no one wants to play against, right guys? Like, that's
Yeah.
pretty terrible. Don't go into a game thinking that you've already lost because it's just the worst. Like, going against an opponent, I mean, I guess people like have that feeling when they go against me all the time. They just see me coming. This guy rolls 5s and 6s all the time. So unless
All the times where you roll only 1s and 2s and lose.
Okay, but that's only for leadership rolls, it's okay.
That's how you win games, folks. You roll well. Nothing about tactics or anything like that.
No, nothing to do
Okay.
with tactics is
Sure.
no. Okay, anyway, it's time to announce our big news. We have got a Kickstarter coming up. We're hoping to launch it at the end of this week, actually.
Woo!
The Kickstarter itself is called Get It Painted, and it's basically going to be a series of DVDs. To start off with, before we get to any stretch goals or whatever, it's going to be 30 DVDs. So you're going to have
30.
Lots and lots of DVDs.
Lots of DVDs.
lots and lots of DVDs. I've got a lot of work ahead of me.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
Your hands.
And we have a couple of finished products here. We have Get It Painted Lizardmen, and this one here is an hour and 11 minutes. That teaches you everything you should need to know to get your Lizardmen painted. I actually paint up a Bastylodon, a Troglodon, Pterodon, Orvodons.
I've seen them. They look really good. They do look really good.
The idea is, personally, out there are loads of painting tutorial DVDs there just are. There's loads of them.
Yeah.
What we're trying to make different with ours is we want to make them affordable because we all know that this hobby costs us an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
So how much is right for one then?
On the Kickstarter, they are going to be £5.
That's good.
You can get a DVD for £5, and there are other rewards. Like if you get a box set of 5, they go down to £4 each or whatever.
That's cool.
Again, you will see all the details on that when it's launched. Hopefully, at the end of this week.
Sweet.
So yeah, you're going to have. There's going to be Get It Weathered. It's going to be volume 1 and 2. You've got that's volume 2 there,
I'll be watching that.
where I paint up that tank. This current battle tank from Forge.
Yeah.
I love that tank.
It is a
I want to paint another one just because I love painting it that much.
Shame it's not on a real chapter's colours, but oh well.
What are you talking about? The real that is the chapter.
Red or green?
I think yellow weather's a little bit better than black.
Yeah, yellow does weather better. So.
Yellow does look really good much weathered. Sorry.
Nothing.
So yeah, that's volume 2. There's going to be volume 1 because this one's volume 1. This one's kind of like advanced techniques.
Yeah.
Volume 1's going to have some more basic stuff. There'll also be Get a Base, where I'll teach you how to do loads and loads of different build your own bases, as well as volume 2 will be how to your micro art bases and all the other ones that are already pre-made for you.
By that, do you mean like painting their particular?
Yeah, well, how to choose the base, painting them up, because there's so many out there.
There are a lot.
Yeah, choosing a base is really interesting actually, because
what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, and there's that unity between the army, which
exactly. An army that has the same base all the way through just looks awesome.
Yeah.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's get it based and get it weathered. There's get it built, which is going to be everything from cleanup, pinning, magnetizing, converting,
the whole works.
all of that. And then there's going to be get it painted. Now to start off with, this is literally just to start off with. There'll be a volume 1 for each of these, which will be all of the fantasy armies and all of the 40k armies.
That sounds cool.
That's pretty good.
And they will have volumes 1 to 3 eventually, depending on how the Kickstarter does. Following that,
so I'm presuming it's just progressively more advanced techniques for each volume of the.
It's more a case of how to paint, because the whole idea of get it painted is to get it painted. It's not a case of I want to win a competition. It's not like that. The whole idea of this Kickstarter and this whole DVD idea is people out there have got so many grey armies, so many armies out there that aren't painted, and I mean that one there. That hunter, literally, I didn't pick up a paintbrush during the entire tutorial, and it took less than 45 minutes. That's the kind of thing we're going to try and get across.
Sure.
They're going to be really good. They're going to look really good, the finished miniatures.
Yeah.
They're going to be exceptions, like that one obviously is higher than tabletop standard.
Yeah.
But it's just a case of getting your army done quick. No one wants to spend, some people don't want to spend months painting their army up.
Yeah.
They just don't. A lot of people just want them on the table. And that's the whole point. So the 1 to 3 will have, the first volume will have basically a basic troop, a couple of characters maybe, whatever, and then volume 2 might have a vehicle, drop pod, that kind of thing, depending on.
That would be good.
But yeah, we're also looking to expand after that, because not everyone plays 40k. A lot of people don't play 40k actually. A lot of people play War Machine.
Yeah! War Machine!
So there will be all of the War Machine races. So we'll do Get It Painted War Machine or Get It Painted Men Off, volume 1 to 3 again. So volume 1 will include Warjacks, how to paint your Warjacks for whatever army you've got. Volume 2 will have the units, and then volume 3 will be the Colossal. That's the plan.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's
Sounds like a good idea.
That sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
we have a very modest pledge goal of £1,500. That's all we want to raise to start with. The reason for that is because we actually have all of the equipment we need. We have everything we need to get this Kickstarter going. We have all the recording equipment. I've already got tutorials out, so you can see that we're already doing them. But
just want them all together and one
exactly.
bundle, so you don't have to be looking all over the place.
So we've got everything. The only risk to you guys, should you choose to pledge, is I get shot. And if I get shot, I mean, there's a good chance I'm going to survive because it's hard as nails.
I don't know.
But it depends. Well, no, depends unless it's like in Daredevil where you get shot through both your hands.
That
Just
is
like
completely irrelevant. Completely
That's what
irrelevant.
it's
Can
like.
always rely on this guy to come up with something. Daredevil, yeah. In case I put my hands up and I get shot and then my hands are done, but I'm alive, I don't know, whatever James was on about then. But if I do...
I think if you're dead, that's more of a problem than...
Yeah. If I die, it's already been said that they will replace me with another eye, so you guys are fine. Like, there's no risk. There's no risk.
So we can go ahead with the plan then.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah,
Don't worry,
this kind
guys,
of
when
thing.
we shoot him, we won't let you down. It's fine.
Everything will be fine.
You're about it. You're about shit.
You say that.
So yeah, I mean, if this is the kind of thing that you guys are interested in, then check it out. I'll put a post up on TTCombats once it's on anyway. and we're going to promote it, obviously, so you guys will know about it. It's really, really good. The videos, they're professionally done. It's not a case of they're just thrown together. We've come up proper designers on the covers, etc., etc. It's all really nicely done, and each DVD will have at least 40 minutes of footage in it. So you're not going to get, oh, I'm going to get a weathered, or I'm going to get paint orcs, and you get 10 minutes of me painting an orc. It's not going to be.
It's going to be a nice proper, not a feature-length film, but a good amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. So, and for the majority of it, it won't just be me watching me paint one model. I'll show you a technique, and I'll show it for a little bit, and then I'll move on to the next bit, so you don't have to watch me paint a whole model.
I've seen DVDs like that.
They are boring.
Yeah, you had one playing once when we were sat there.
It's just kind of going through the key parts of how to do that.
I'll show you how to do it, and then there'll be 10 20 seconds of me doing it, so you can see me doing it, and then it's the next step. That's the whole point.
It's also a good thing if you miss any of it as well. You can always just like skip back.
Yeah.
If anything, but they do look really cool, and I would like to actually. That's what I want to do, is learn more with my painting.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point. I mean, I learned to paint personally. I've been painting now for 12 years. I learned through tutorials, as well as trial and error. But the majority of it was just trawling through hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of YouTube painting tutorials. And I kind of feel like I've always wanted to get to a point where I could give something back and do tutorials on my own. And this is probably the best way of going about it. Cheap, really cheap compared to
it is really good.
We're not looking to make a fortune out of it. It's just a case of getting these out here, showing people how to paint, because we need less grey armies. That's the goal here.
Well, yeah,
that is the goal.
Yeah,
So,
it brings so much more to the hobby when you're putting your models down and they're all painted, and your opponent has all of their models painted.
yeah.
It just looks.
I do feel
it's far more.
Well, maybe
impressive.
you've got a friend. Maybe you've got a friend at your club, and he's always going on about how he's always got his army unpainted, and you're like, come on, dude, just paint your army, just do it.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know where to start. Well, I mean, these are looking to be released by Christmas. That's the goal. We're looking to have them all done by Christmas. You get this for your friend, £5 or whatever. If you like, when you pledge, you're going to Kickstarter, and you go paint your army. You've got no excuse. Okay, that's what we want. So yeah, that's the Kickstarter. Hopefully you guys.
Yes, I'll buy that for Christmas.
I am one of those people who do get my army out on the table, and it's all there, still metal.
Occasionally you have a sword painted or something. Don't you?
Yeah, or one model just sat in the middle of the army.
I did it on a rare occasion.
Yeah, it's just
have that.
I'll have the army. I'm sat there going. Yeah, whenever I start painting, I'm always I'll be like, yes, this is good, No, oh, I messed it up.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, unfortunately. So, anyway, guys, that is your tabletop news for the week. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our website at www.TTCombat.com. Written here. Thanks for watching. Games UK.